Evening everyone, welcome to this week's stream, Tier 3, Round 5 here at Japan. Comes tonight's myself. I believe it is just me, but we'll see. Just on board with Nerf Pack, first man to start a flying lap. Apologies for the delayed start to the stream, bit of a technical issue there, but we're up and running now. Nerf looking nice and tidy so far, as he's now on the run down to 130R. Through the final chicane, round the final corner, across the line, 129 flat, first time on the board. Next one will be Ross in the Red Bull. $29.9 from Ross. So 9/10 off Nerf at the moment. We've got Rusty Rusticles, a 45.6, so well off the pace at the moment. Chip for 29.2. Next will be Full Send Dave. Across the line on 29, well, we'll call it 29.4. Apologies, I didn't quite believe what was seen there. Also 28.9, also P1. Jesus. Point size of 30.5. Who we got on out laps? Anderson. Wuban's just started a lap. We'll jump on with Wuban. I'll just give you a quick rundown on how the driver standings are at the moment. As it stands, we've got Marshall P1 on 57 points. King Luckman second on 56 points, so just 1 point separating them there. Then we've got a small gap down to Chip on 42, Airways 41, Full Send Dave 35, Hound 29. So still close at the top at the moment. And in terms of constructors, we've got Williams currently leading the Constructors' Championship, 253 points. Mercedes second with 216. Haas 172. Aston Martin 155. Red Bull 152. AlphaTauri 146. So I'd say the top six are very close. Then you've got a small gap, 24 points down to Ferrari. So it's a lot to be played for at the moment as it stands. And it looks like Anderson's crashed out in Sector 1. Wuban sets to 29.5. Anderson's lost it in Sector 1. So there's the first driver gone from this session. Marshall on a lap now. Current championship leader, he's gone out on mediums. We'll have a look. Chip set his lap on mediums as well. Very competitive time from Chip there, 29.2 on mediums. Evening Osso, evening Pint Size, evening Wookie. Thanks for tuning in. Pompey Q there, let's go Osso. So Ozone's here as well. I mean, I'd suggest you taking a screenshot Osso first. You know, it won't last long. Take it, enjoy it. And here we go. Here is my partner on comms for the night, Kieran. You should already have one. Ralphie up to P2, 28.9. Brilliant lap time there from Ralphie as well. Oh, it might not have let you in because CDR S was in. His seat's been taken. He has just left the session. But yeah, a lot of lads now. First runs in. Who's that? Who's just crossed the line? That was. It's not Harvey. Who is it? The Red Bull of. Oh, it can't be a Red Bull. So Williams or Venom. Venom's just crossed the line. 29.8. Put himself P9, got a yellow flag, Ferrari in low fuel mode. That's Ralphie. Got Bobo on a lap at the moment, just started a lap, he's in sector 1.
How's the weather looking?
No one's posted the weather. Now we had this Friday, you know, quali was all dry, but then the race was full wet all the way through. So
Tier 1 had a wet Q1 that dried towards the end. So it was a very, very weird session.
Hound said all dry, only 4% chance of rain.
So that's Suzuka. It means that it could just pour down with rain at any given point.
Oh, I mean, 4% chance of rain. On Friday night, we had 94% chance of rain. So there's a big difference.
Oh yeah, huge difference in the actual percentages, but you'll find out when it actually happens.
So obviously, your first time on comms this season. Have you been keeping an eye on Tier 3?
Yes, I've been checking in on the McLaren guys throughout the season across both tiers now. Because frankly...
Oh, that's T-Bag out.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's just hit the rear end of Bobo. I was on board with Bobo, and I just saw the Ferrari with one wheel missing. sliding off in the background. Hold on, can I go back on the stream here? Let me. Oh no, I don't know how to. I can't.
If it's on Twitch, you can't rewind it while it's live.
Shit. Cheers, Osso. You're right. I always doubt Hound. You were right to pop in the weather.
Yeah. Back to your question. As I'm having such a horrible season this season in Tier 1, I'm checking in on Tier 2 and Tier 3 on the way, each and every week. And even after my little rage quit at Qatar, I told him that I should have done better and not to follow my example.
Yeah, well, it's difficult. Do you know what I mean? This personally for me is the worst track on the game. I would rather race Singapore, Monaco, Baku same night than this. I absolutely detest this track, but it's the only race I've finished this season, and I also scored points. So.
It's one of those that once you get into the flow of it and actually start enjoying it.
No, it's awful. It's just straight up awful. Everything start to finish is awful.
I think once you change your wheel over or get completely comfortable on a wheel, that's when Suzuka changes.
This is the first time I've raced Suzuka on a wheel, and I'll be honest, I still found it pretty shit. But Hound just crossed the line now, first lap, 30.1. We did, while we were talking, Rusty crossed the line as well, went P1, 28.8.
So it was Bobo and Teabag.
Yeah, I've seen a message in from Bobo in the Tier 3 chat apologising.
Yeah, I've also seen Teabag's response. But we're not going to get into that.
Yeah, that's for the stewards after the race.
Yeah.
We'll leave that. Pompey has done a clip.
Who's Pompey? Is that one of our souls guys?
It's one of the Ozone. Yeah, and it's exactly what I thought I saw. I caught the back end of it, and Teabag hit him straight into turn 1.
It does happen during quali. It's just
complete lack of concentration.
Yeah, like somebody will just have a lapse of concentration somewhere. Right, we're all guilty of it at some point. Like, it may not affect another driver, but it could affect you.
Chip.
And before Dan says he doesn't have a lapse of concentration in quali, then why did it take you 3.5 minutes to do an outlap on Friday night and miss your second run in Q2? Well,
I cost someone. I cost someone last season or the season before. I think it was at Jeddah. I'm pretty sure it was one of the admins. I was in low fuel mode and I'd gone to move across track, but I'd slowed down before it, so I couldn't accelerate enough to get across track without blocking them. I can't remember who it was.
Might have been Harry.
Lotman's the one who was in my head as well. But it was just a complete lapse. I've slowed down because I've seen him approaching, realised it's a right-hander and thought I'm on the wrong side of the track here and tried to swerve across. But
and you had no acceleration.
Yeah, no acceleration, so I'm just stuck in the middle of the track. As Osso says, one of Osso's guys.
Absolutely turtling in the middle of the track. But Chip is looking quick this season. Luckman is looking consistent as usual.
See, we saw this from Chip. I'll be honest, a couple of seasons ago. Oh, Hound. Is that Hound
out or is he retired?
Well, there's Aston Martin moving on track.
We'll find out in a minute.
Has he retired in the pits? He's retired in the pits. Chip's the one that's still on track.
If he's retired in the pits, that's brave.
That's very fucking brave.
No, where is he? 13th. 14th. Yeah,
14th. You've got Bobo, Curly, pint size. Well, Curly and pint size are on laps. Bobo's on an out lap. Moritz hasn't left the pits.
Does Moritz have a quali ban from last week by any chance?
I believe he's new. I don't know. Oh, Heinz just commented saying Head's not in it, just retired, taking 10 minutes. I think you've got 20, mate. There's 2 sessions left.
Oh, it's just, well, it's more like 25, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, half of...
Yeah, give him 20. He moves slow. That's Curly,
everybody,
P11.
everybody else needs 10 minutes. Steve needs 20 because it takes him double the amount of time to do everything.
And Bobo and pint size both improving. Pint size P15, 30.1. It's all on Bobo now, and Bobo's almost 3/4 of a second under. So unfortunately, I think pint size is going to be knocked out here. Is Lutman improving? He is slightly.
Would I be correct in saying this would be one of pint size's best qualifying performances?
No.
I'm on about of this season.
No, you'd still be incorrect.
Oh, okay. I tune into the race. I don't tend to watch the quali.
Yeah, he's made it through to Q2 a couple of times. Was close to making it to Q3 one week. He's as I said before the season, he's my tip for most improved. And Bobo across the line, P8, 29.2, so that has knocked pint size out. Lutman's scraped through there.
Did you watch today's race? Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning for it, and I won't lie, I watched the first 10 laps and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up for the last 5 laps, and it was exactly the same as before I went to sleep.
Yeah, same order, yeah. My point was going to be, now that Liberty Media own both F1 and MotoGP.
Oh, don't.
What have you seen the proposition?
They've been talking about a joint weekend for a couple of seasons now.
For every race that
No.
So Silverstone, Qatar and Coulter, they want to do a joint weekend.
Oh, Jesus. I'd only heard of one. They were planning on doing one special event that was a joint weekend. But just confirmation from Quali, we're losing pint size, Hound, Moritz, Teabag and Anderson. Teabag and Anderson both crashing out. Moritz just not setting a lap at all. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the Liberty Media takeover of MotoGP, if I'm honest. Dorna have always been... I'd say they've always been solid. I wouldn't say, they've always made the best decisions, but they have introduced new tracks, and the new tracks like Portimao that they've introduced are brilliant for bike racing. Absolutely brilliant. They've introduced sprint races, but it's different to the F1 style sprint race. It doesn't set the grid. It has nothing to do with it. You qualify on a Saturday morning. Sprint race follows your qualifying format, and the feature race follows the qualifying format as well.
Purely for the spectacle of the race weekend, not championship level. Well, championship.
They offer more points than F1 do. I think they offer points down to 10, 12, something like that. It's basically half points.
And that's what it'll be an interesting one. But the reason I ask is we've all seen what Liberty Media did to F1 when they first took over that.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
You saw it with their first home race with Coulter, didn't you? When they did that, Bobo's left the session.
Fight with another invite.
Yeah, it should come up with I've recently played with, shouldn't it now? Yeah, done.
Hey, Bruce.
Yeah, like they went so heavily into the American market, and it, to me, it might just alienate too much of the MotoGP fan base.
Yeah, that's it. The thing is that's not MotoGP. There's I could tell you one American throughout the whole grid of all three tiers of MotoGP. Oh, maybe two. Cameron Beaubier. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I might be wrong though. Please, 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 please tell me I'm not.
And while we're at it, let's take a look at the driver standings for Tier 3. Pull them up while we're just waiting on people to complete their outlaps, because it's Alfie and Ruban at the moment. Oh, as Lockman's just had a snap for Begner 1.
Yeah, I wasn't wrong. Cameron Beaubier, he doesn't race in the GP anymore, but he was American. Well, he is American, and he did race in Moto 2 class in the American racing team with. I can't remember the other lad's name then. Basically the shot came then that I remember a rider coming round the corner, hitting someone, flipping over, and he ended up passing away. And I was just hoping it wasn't him.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
So Lockman's just gone
Harvey.
P3 behind
First lap.
Harvey. So that looks like a scrub set for Lockman. I've just pulled up the driver standings, by the way. Harvey and Marshall and Lockman separated by a point going into today.
Yeah, I've gone through the driver standings and the constructors. Constructors fairly close as well.
Yeah, McLaren just having a poor show of it. Champions last season, like 9th this season.
You see, I can't give anything out to any Red Bull drivers because tonight's this weekend's the first weekend I've scored any points.
It's just been a poor weekend. Well, poor season so far for McLaren across the board.
Buivan's off track at Spoon,
and it's for no reason of anyone else's. Like Bart's old wheel decided to give up, so he upgraded wheel.
Oh, he's making it up,
and he's now getting used to a new wheelbase and new pedals. So that's taken him a couple of weeks to get back up to speed, but he had a decent result Friday night. I'm just at that 1.5 stage where I'm not quite fully quick enough for Tier 1. But
I think I'm at that 4.5 stage.
But slightly too quick for Tier.
Oh no!
That's a cracking lap. And then the Tier 2 drivers not having much luck. Also is just being also. And obviously we're on what our 7th driver of the season, I think. 7th or 8th driver of the season. Because we've just swapped Vids in for Vermonic in Tier 2.
Yeah, sorry. We're just trying to sort the bag out.
Anyway, it's 28.4. So he's just gone half second quicker. The track seems like coming to them, isn't it?
Certainly is. We've got Bobo on a lap now as well. currently got my dog cuddling up to me and it's a bit weird. I don't know why. He must want something.
It was nice to see the actual real life drivers today struggling with segment 1 and 2 in race trim and actually running wide and not just on half.
I genuinely say that I don't think I paid attention to anything today. Yeah, it was awful, horrendous, shit race, absolutely shit. The sport at the moment, I'd say the last 18 months has been dog shit, and
it's at its lowest quality it has been.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, there's a lot of people obviously saying, you know, when Hamilton were winning whatever, he wasn't winning by this level. It's awful.
Puts himself in P4, 29 flat. So.
Teabag said Kieran's either whispering or got his mic on the other side of the room.
Give me a sec.
I mean, you sound alright to me. Maybe I've got the volume up too much.
I don't know. I've currently got my headset plugged into my pad because it was dying. So the pad was dying, so give that like 10 minutes or whatever, and I'll unplug it and it should be fine.
I've just dropped master volume by 1. Sounds really quiet to me now, but the cars sound quiet. I mean, it might make you sound a little bit like, oh no, he said no, it's fine now. When he was reading the standings, could hardly. Oh, right, I'll put that master volume back up then. Oh, sounds mild better. Literally one click on that volume is insane.
Yeah. I think it's just down to personal preference what you have it on to begin with. I think I have mine on like 6 or 7.
Mine's on 5.
Let's just try and see if anything that's down like that.
Yeah, just go with Marshall. Marshall's pushing. He's not got a time on the board at the moment. He's just coming up to Spoon. Teabag has his master volume on 10. Jesus Christ, I'll be deaf.
Yeah, that's why Teabag is there.
What?
So Marshall
flat out through 130R. I've just realised I've no telemetry up either.
I am going with 28.3 on the slot.
I don't think he's that fast.
28.9. So puts himself 5th.
4th.
Yeah, 4th. Sorry. So Lockman is going to have to come out again. Also, please just get out of the pits and do something. I feel like that meme where you're just poking him with a stick saying please do something with also.
Teabag saying it drains out the party chat. See, if you've got on the PS5 you have that 3D Pulse headset. There's a button that prioritises game volume over party volume.
1 sec.
And it's fucking brilliant. It works wonders. You can pop it straight to game audio so that you can't hear the party chat. You know, if you're on a quali lap or something like that.
There we go. That's what I've just done. I've just popped it onto chat.
Yeah, that won't make a difference. That's for you in your ear.
Yeah, I know. Like, but I'm sat here with it coming through the TV anyway today. So.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, got Rusty out on an outlap at the moment, just coming through. Well, he's through Spoon on the way to 130R to start a lap. Obviously, sat in P11 will need to improve. 3/10. What do you reckon?
It's easily done, but it's very easily lost through Sector 1. Like, if you overdo Sector 1, the rest of the lap's not coming back to you.
I find it hard to pull time back at this lap, this track.
Yeah. I slowed too much for turn one. He's cost himself time.
We'll see. He looks all right through, through the S. Oh,
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Took the scenic route there.
Turn his ERS off. Do the recharge. If he went out with the 2 point something worth of laps or the 3.3, he should be in a place to go again.
So with Lutman, he's on an out lap at the moment.
Yeah. Full course yellows. Oh. Airways is retired, and Luckman is currently warming his tyres and trying to eat as much fuel as possible in his outlap.
Yes, sir. So it turns out the reason I couldn't get the stream live earlier is because I was accidentally going live on my own YouTube channel.
Nice.
Stupid.
Was that after beer 1 or beer 4?
7.
Let's see what Harry can do.
Yeah, he's one who obviously put one driver. Had a good season last season. Season before, he sort of ended well, getting some good results.
All over the curb at 6. 3, 7, 8. He is 7, almost 6.5, well, 6.5 inches.
My apologies for that.
So, yeah, he's on fresh tyres this time round.
Yeah, I was just trying to say that, he's one of them drivers who's improved massively, started getting towards the front end of the field, but like last season, he just sort of lacked consistency.
That's what cost him a title in the end, was his consistency.
He's sat second in the championship at the moment.
Like, if we all know he's quick enough for the Tier 3 championship, it's just, is he and he's 1.1 up at the moment. This is a cracking lap. Sorry about that. So, final chicane to go. Very easy to just cut over it. Final corner.
Looked good though, looked good. Avoided the curb, didn't bounce over it, didn't lose no time. 28.4. What a lap. I think he's safe with that. Harvey's invalidated. Dave's just started a lap. Venom's just started a lap. Ralphie just started a lap.
So,
Rusty just coming up to the line. 4 tenths, P11. So Rusty's going to be out. That's it.
Did he not make it?
No, that was his fast lap. He's just 1800ths off full send Dave.
Ralphie's currently a 10th under. So Rusty needs to. Yeah, that would put
Ross is invalidated. Osso's not got a lap on the board yet, so we'll stick on board with Osso.
And Osso's first sector was a little bit slow. It was in the 33-second mark. Ross is retired.
Yeah, he's pulled into the pits and retired. He'd invalidated his final lap. He should have just crossed the line, but it doesn't matter.
112.9. So this is going to be in the 129 ballpark.
This is the worst thing. We don't know how it's going to be because he's not got a lap on the board yet. And a 129 covers from 6th to 14th. Oh, 29.9. He is 14th.
3 tenths off.
Ralphie. Wow. I've got to say, so far, the Ralphie in quali has been insane. Putting that time up there towards the end of Q1 and then no topping Q2.
He's just let everybody know that he wasn't just wasn't just a fluke in Q1. He's actually here to try and take pole by being there and thereabouts.
And I've got the dog bothering me again. Hey, Bruce. Teabag saying at least one of the Ferraris are up there. Just can't screw his strap. Yeah, it's one of them team games start coming into it, but obviously that team's backwards from where we'd expect it to be. No disrespect to Ralphie. Full disrespect for Teabag. It's Pompey and Stingray. You can take a well-deserved break now, Osso. Have you smoked already, Osso? Love you, Teabag. But yeah, Ralphie pace setter though. Airways set one lap and retired, so I reckon there's more in Airways. Marshall, I'm a bit surprised to be honest. I expect more from Marshall as well. I think he'll find something in Q3. But yeah, losing Harvey, Full Send Dave, Rusty Coles, Osso, and Ross from Q2.
I think Marshall did end off to get through. That was it.
Yeah, do a comfortable lap.
Yeah, like just wasn't at 100% of his limit, but he knew that 70-80% pushing was comfortable enough to get him through based off of Q1. So we might see a completely different animal in Q3.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I'm expecting quite a close session, to be honest, because times there from from Q1 and Q2 fairly similar, but varied in guys who were up there doing them times. So I'm expecting the session to be very close.
How many drivers do we have tonight? Was it 19?
No, we've got 20.
All right, I've just had the spectator message come up saying that I'd be able to participate in the next session. I'm like,
well, I hope not.
Right.
I'm sure the rest of the drivers would hope not as well.
Yeah, me too. Because without my setup, I'm rear-ending the entire grid. I'm doing a full day.
Oh, with your setup, mate, you probably do that anyway. Yeah. Love you, bud.
Nah, you're right. Friday night, I just got caught out on the exit curb at Spoon. As you start dropping down the hill, you've got the exit curb on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
I just, as I hit the accelerator, my rear right just spun up on it and just chucked me straight into the wall.
I mean, we had full wet conditions all the way through. I got front wing damage. I think that one or that two from a slow moving ninja in front of me. Caught me out. Ended up with front wing damage. Repaired that, and then multiple safety cars, multiple incidents. You know how it goes in them tricky conditions. It's so hard. And as I say, that's my first wet race. That is my first wet race on wheel.
Yeah, anything can happen in full wets. Like the race could get flipped on its head.
Absolutely.
The moment it starts to dry up, or
absolutely
goes from inters or wets to inters. So
well, I think I qualified P19. I think I ended up finishing like 12th or 11th around there. Which I'll take as a positive, especially in them conditions.
And then we were off to Portimao next week.
I love that track. This is my favourite track. to watch racing at. I absolutely love it. I've not done too good racing though lately. Just on with Nerf Pack, he's going to be the first to set a lap, just coming up to the hairpin now. It's amazing how slow they got through the hairpin, but it's so tight.
See, I'd say on older games, I used to hate that hairpin. But do you know now when you go, yeah, I've got a couple of favourite sequences of corners.
No,
like
you don't.
At specific
you don't.
tracks. Like you'll have a favourite sequence of corners somewhere. Like yours
my favourite sequence of corners on this track is the entrance to the pit. Out at the final corner into the pit. 28.8, not bad for a first run there from Nerf.
What about the first sector at Portimao?
I love that. I don't mind that. I genuinely, I don't have the issue with turn 4 that I used to.
Yeah. So that's my point, that the 28.6 from Chip immediately after. That was my exact point. There'll be sequences of corners that you like, and for me nowadays it's the run up to the hairpin here. I don't know why. And that's a Red Bull spinning around in the background. That was Bobo, who is currently without his wing, as Airways is a 28 flat. Bobo has lost it out with Degner too.
Lutman as well, 28.5.
That's a scrub run.
I mean, I said Airways had more in his lap. He only set one run last time round.
Marshall sat in the pits.
Bobo's not gone. Oh, obviously, yeah. Bobo's had the incident. I was going to say, Marshall, I wonder if he's a set of tyres down, which is why he's just sat in the pit.
Possibly, and he might come out last ditch on a scrub set.
Just one run at it.
Yeah. Just use the track evolution to make up the deficit in the tyre wear. Yeah, possibly. Well, only he could tell us. But then it'd be giving away insider information, wouldn't it?
Privileged information.
The thing is, you look at the top 10 in Tier 3, and it's quite a mixture of constructors. There's not the only one constructor with both drivers.
The Williams.
Is Williams,
who are currently leading the championship.
I think that's because they've got two drivers leading respective championships.
Do they?
Is Hulk 2 in Super Striker second.
Marshall, Super Striker second, and LF Racing second as well.
So, yeah.
But Bruce didn't race this weekend.
Yeah. And LF didn't win the race. I think he came like second or third.
I don't think he needed to win the race, to be honest, with Bruce.
Yeah, like, he will now be leading the championship after the end of the weekend, I think.
As Steve says, don't judge me. I'm eating peanut butter out the jar with a spoon. I'm not being funny, mate. You're asking for judgment.
Hey, Bridget Jones, put your big boy underwear on and get your ass back in your rig.
Why don't you put a bit of peanut butter on it to help you slide into it? I'm trying to be polite and not swear.
And then after that, when you crash, you can say, look, I already had a gold brown in my rig.
Honestly, the quality of cons has gone downhill. I'm telling one of the drivers to peanut butter himself up. This is a low point in my life.
It could be worse. It could be with Dan.
Yeah, Dan had probably saved me from it. You've just sat there and laughed.
Hey, I encourage you, so you should know this by now. If I'm gonna get into trouble for something, the person I'm with is getting into trouble for the same thing.
Oh, so you're dragging me down with you?
Yeah.
Nice one.
As Nerf Pack's just purple sector 1.
Yeah, almost half a tenth under. See what he manages through sector 2 now.
And he's only got that one Ferrari of Ralphie ahead of him going into Spoon. So clear track.
That's an Alfa Romeo of Airways.
It's a red dot.
It's a dark red dot. It's a burgundy dot, lad.
On my screen, they all look the same.
But I'll tell you what, if you looked at left where the leaderboard is, next to Ralphie it says pit, which means he's in the pit.
Well, you know what? I took my glasses off, so I don't want to see that.
Oh, come on. Why am I getting part-timers on comms with me? I've missed Nerf Sector 2 split now.
A minus 1.75.
But he's just coming through the final corner, across the line, improves by 3/10.
And still ends up half a second off of Airways.
Second place. Go on, Nerf. What a lap. Chips improving as well, 10th and a half. Only half a tenth at Sector 2 though. All depends on how this Sector 3 goes now for Chip. Cross the line. Improves but doesn't change position. Venom's on a lap now.
You know where he's only improved by so little of a margin? I'd say that's him and his best tapped out around here. Like 42 hundredths of a second.
Yeah, maybe made a mistake. Maybe made a slight mistake. I know that my second run, I think I was about 4 or 5 tenths improving, and then made a big mistake.
Well, yeah, he's 2.5 seconds down at sector 1 this time, so he's on an in lap.
See what Venom can do now. Venom's the next on a hot lap. It's come through the Spoon. I nearly said hairpin then. It's come round Spoon.
Took a nice lane round Spoon actually.
It looked wide. That's why I thought it was the hairpin. But he's only slightly under his time here. 11 thousandths.
We don't know what he might be another one that's on just a scrub set.
He's in pits. He's done.
Curly's up next. They're doing well to keep it off of the runoff at Degman too. In fairness, and stop invalid. I've not seen too many invalidated laps.
So Bobo is next across the line. Curly's behind Bobo.
Yeah, I've just noticed that myself. I've just jumped on board with Bobo.
Bobo's not got a time on the board yet. Marshall's just started a lap as well.
Okay. 11-2. Purple sector 2. It could be genuine, it could just be...
Curly's a second under at sector 2 as well.
He's got to find 2 seconds though, hasn't he?
Bobo 27.9. Wow. Curly 28.8. Wow, what a lap from Bobo.
Where did he find that? Marshall's coming round.
When the pressure's on.
I know he's in a Red Bull, but he doesn't have to qualify like Verstappen. Come on.
Don't say that because I'm at Red Bull and I fucking hate it.
Yeah, but you also take Perez every week, so that explains your consistency.
All right. Fair point.
As Marshall's purple sector 2. Again, these might not be genuine purple sectors.
Yeah, we've got Ralphie on another lap, I think, as well. So we'll see what Marshall manages. Cross the line, 28.2, Ralphie. 28.6, we've got Lockman.
Lockman is currently half a second up.
He's gone P3. Lockman's gone P3.
As he crossed the line. So he snuck ahead of his championship rival. Oh, that's painful. He's missed out on the second row. On the first row of the...
By 5 thousandths of a second. That's close, That's close. I'm sure Airways was his teammate last season as well. Might be wrong. Pretty sure they were both in the Aston Martin last season.
1.3 down to... From Bobo down to Venom. It's not too bad.
It's unbelievably close. I'll be back before the start of the race, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, so beginning of the race, we're just waiting on everybody to load in and choose their strategy for the race. Alright, and we'll take a look and see what each tyre everybody is on. I saw everyone from Bobo down to Curly. Starting on the mediums, Venom going for the alternate Strat in P10. Harvey on the mediums, Full Send Dave starting on the softs. Dave, you'll get about 4 laps out of those before they are ready to chuck away. Rusty, Osso and Ross starting on the hards. Pint-Size opting to start on the mediums. Hound starting on the hards, so if there's safety cars, like if there's 2 or 3 safety cars, we're going to see Hound at the front, holding everybody up. Moritz is on a set of mediums. Teabag is opting to go deep, starting from the last row of the grid. And where is the final McLaren? How has Teabag dropped that far off the back of the grid? So one stop apparently is stop on lap 11 to 13 and then go to lap 14 from the softs to medium strat, which only because the game tells you it's possible doesn't necessarily mean it is completely because the game will go off of, and then again stop from soft to hard, about 10 to 13. So apparently the soft to hard strat is the alternate strat. As they just roll round in the final corner. How many disqualified from sections are we going to get? As Balbo lines up perfectly. There we go, that's a good look back. T-Bag has been disqualified from the start of the session. Disqualified from parking his car. And that's 5 lights out. We're racing. Everybody's gonna wait cleanly so far. But are we gonna see 3 or 4 wide into turn 1? It looks like everybody's gotten through fairly cleanly so far, but that is the Haas of Pint Size limping at the back, as Anderson has made up a couple of positions off the start. Hound pull up the biggest loser and winner.
My apologies. I missed the race start there.
It's okay, I did it for you. But obviously I couldn't control the camera, so Anderson's up 3 places, Moritz is up 2, Curly's down 4, Rusty's up 2, Harvey's up 2, Chip's up 1, Marshall and Lockman are both up 1, Airways down 2, everybody else, and Hound's down to 19th. Hound has opted to start on the hards.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Just have a look at them tyres. Your top 9 all on mediums. Venom.
Already done that.
Venom, Rusty and hards. Full send Dave battling Rusty though. Dave on the soft, so want to be making moves as soon as he can.
And he's making use of them at the moment. As I say that, he's just jumped on board. I've just jumped on board with him, and he's just flown past Rusty.
Yeah. You did briefly get past him and then drop back behind him. I wonder if he was getting alongside at 130R and decided to back out.
I remember the first time I raced Dave. He was reserving in Tier 2 at Suzuka. And I went round the outside of him at 130R. And he messaged me something along the lines of, "Holy shit, didn't realise we could do that." And my response was, "Yeah, you really shouldn't."
That Williams of Venom then all over the place, on the curb, on the exit of Degner too.
Yeah, absolutely, that's what I was on about. It just sucks you in. And it compromises you all the way down to 130R.
Well, that's it, he's got Rusty all over the back of him now. Rusty's pushing.
The thing is, you've got to use your ERS wisely around here. You can't spend it, because the recharge rate is awful.
The Venom's not using this, to be fair to him. Lutman up in P2 now, 83% ERS, not looking too bad behind Bobo, 86%,
nope,
sorry.
But he's going to be within DRS of the next lap, as it's now going to be activated. Lockman with the fastest lap of the race, 31.7 so far.
He's where he needs to be at the moment. Harvey making it past Ralphie.
If he can pop Bobo between him and Marshall. Oh, that's Chip gone.
No, it's Wuban.
Wuban, sorry. I was on board with Chip, part-time commentator and all that.
Yeah, I think Chip was making a move on Wuban, and Wuban just dropping down the order.
So I feel like Teabag has, since he moved over to Will.
Teabag has made a stop.
Yes, I was going to say, I feel like Teabag, after he moved over to Will, hasn't quite found the pace he thought he would immediately.
No, I think he knew that he knew he was expecting to drop.
A couple of seconds.
Yeah, I think it's guaranteed basically. I think
That's Wuban at Degner 2.
Degner 2, and that's a VSC.
And that's no front wing. That's a long way from home to be around here without a front wing.
Absolutely. You want a full safety car for that.
Yeah, it's a long way to be. Especially trying to hold your delta without a wing. It's a horrible place, like a horrible position to be in. So, we'll see what. I think he could pop the hard, if he's not already on the hards, I think he could pop the hards on and go to the end, but they will be screaming at him.
Yeah, Wuban says he's done 2 laps on the medium, so he's into the pits tonight.
And
that was 5-second penalty. That's the thing. When you've no front wing, you're almost guaranteed a speeding in the pit lane penalty. You have to brake early.
It didn't. It gave me one Friday, which I've watched my clip back, and I still don't understand why it gave me one. Because I've slowed, it's flashed up green.
We're back green now. We're back racing.
Yeah, telling me that I was under the speed limit for the pit lane. So I've hit the limiter button before I've hit the line, and then it's come up saying that I'm speeding in the pit lane and flashed up red as I've crossed the line.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward. But...
And then it did it to me again.
When I have no wing, I tend to brake a hell of a lot earlier just to make sure. Like I don't want to risk that. Anderson dropping down out of the hairpin, out of Spoon. Sorry.
So he's had a bad exit out of Spoon.
He's just dropped 2 places to Pint Size and Hound.
God, mind me, I'm just getting a drink because I've still got this chest infection.
So Lutman, who's challenging Bobo now, he's all over the back of him. As Pompey Q says, I think someone else is driving for Rosso. He's not picked up a penalty yet.
Don't speak too soon.
Is that Anderson? Anderson who's lost it? Turn 1?
Yeah.
It is. Wrong McLaren.
If Otto finishes the race, he's getting driver of the day.
Son off. You're a guest here, you don't make them decisions. I tell you what, Lutman's all over the back of Bobo.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, Lutman's looking racy here. Very similar ERS to Bobo as well. Well, actually, he's got slightly more, but...
Oh!
Rusty's dropped also up another position.
These 4 now, from Bobo down to Airways.
Airways is back on the pack as well, and Airways is no slouch. Now, I remember last season, Airways...
He goes round the outside.
Harry, round the outside at turn 1, that's brave. That's brave. And I tell you what
a great move.
What a move. What a move there from Lutman. Absolutely brilliant.
Brave, but enough room given by Bobo. Great move.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant move. Brilliant driving from both of them. Yeah, what I was going to say, Airways here last season took the win from Jay Dennis, who dominated all race. Airways took it on the final corner of the last lap.
I remember.
Yeah, Jay Dennis hit the curb at a moment, and Airways got him.
Yeah, because I think I did this race with you or Luke last season.
Well, I definitely commentated on it. I remember it.
Because it was also the same race that Teabag rear-ended Hound at the final chicane on the last lap.
I don't remember that. It's Hound. It's fine.
I know, I'm just bringing it up so when Hound's actually listening along, he's got it in his head that Teabag, where is Teabag now? Right behind him,
17.
ironically.
You said right behind him. He's 21 and a half seconds behind him.
But here comes Bobo on Lockman.
Nerf and Harvey. Oh, sorry, I'm on with Harvey. He's got Ralphie behind him.
And he opts for the inside. Again, Harry gives him room.
See, these two battling now, it's just going to slow them up a bit.
Yeah, it's just got to bring everybody else.
It's one of them, you need to be sensible with it now. It'd be interesting to see how it plays out, who is sensible with it, but...
The thing is, with only one DRS zone, you can't use the DRS like
exactly. Yeah,
and drag
exactly.
the car behind ahead.
Exactly. I'd say 90%, 95% of this is all about your own setup and your own pace. And then you have that little bit down the straight with the DRS. And obviously the run down to 130R, Wuban setting the fastest lap on his freshest set of hards.
I'm actually surprised we've not seen a safety car yet. It's nice to see. But no, I've just said that. We are going to see one within the next couple of laps.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that, lad. I'd too up in your mouth. But no, I've got to say, this battle for the front is looking good.
Very clean and very respectful so far, but at some point the sparring's going to have to come to an end, and punches are going to have to fly.
Bobo 78%, Lutman 50% now, Marshall 50%, Airways 82%. So Airways most ERS out of this front four. And this is what Airways has done when he's been up there and challenging. He's always been sensible on his ERS.
The thing is, what it looks like he's doing, he's just waiting for a moment that one of these three makes a mistake and gets tangled up with the other one.
What he's doing is absolutely brilliant. He's sitting within that DRS where he's comfortable. He doesn't need to push too much. Oh, hold on a minute. I think we've got
death taxes and also Bosso giving 3-second penalties.
No. You see, I was about to read out the comments before I started talking about that front four. Stingray said, "Can we volunteer Osso for a completely random drug/cheat test? We can't be having this 6 laps without penalties." And then Osso's randomly got a penalty. I think there's a conspiracy here. Osso heard drug test and went, "Oh shit," and got a penalty himself.
Also, where's my safety car? This is tier 3, lads. Tier 3 does actually, when they're behaving themselves, does provide the best racing across the board.
I'd say the closest racing, yeah. Lutman there taking the lead again from Bobo now. Ooh, Bobo.
Do you know where I said the sparring's going to have to come to an end and punches are going to have to fly?
Yeah,
that was shutting the door to make sure there was no chance of.
It was close. It was close, but Bobo's in a better position with the RS, so it depends whether Lutman thinks he's got the pace to pull away, or whether he's hoping that Bobo sits behind him and gets under pressure from Marshall and Airways, maybe.
As somebody that has led races here in multiple different tiers, it is easy. No, I was going to say it is easier to follow than lead here.
See, yellow flag. It's gone.
Yeah, that's Anderson. Way off the pace now.
It wasn't Anderson, it was around Osso. It was at Degner 2, Anderson's not through Sector 1 yet.
It might have just been Osso off at Degner 2. But Osso's actually
just overtaken Ross. Well, Ross has dropped now behind Pint Size as well, so I think Ross had a bad exit there at Spoon. Bobo going for the move into turn 1, he is. They swap back over.
And again, just parked his car on the exit of turn 1 and just got the better launch.
See, the thing is Bobo's very clever here. He's got a lot of ERS still, and he's not using it. But neither is Airways. Airways is just sitting on the back of this pack. He's got 94% ERS.
I think Marshall, if anyone's in trouble here, it's Lockman and Marshall. As I say that, look, Marshall's just had a moment out of Degner 2. He got sucked into the exit curve.
Yeah, I'd say Airways is looking the most comfortable out of this front four.
We could actually see Nerf appear on the scene in a minute too.
Who?
Nerf pack. Not Lure pack, Steve. Nerf pack.
Who has Lure pack? Jesus.
Well, that's about who's got to get in and out of the rig.
See, I've said that, and that's the only butter I'll eat.
And yeah, that yellow flag is Anderson through sector 1. It's just come up again.
It is, but it's cleared. It's cleared.
So he might have run wide out a corner
Nerf.
or two.
Is Nerf in DRS raids? Oh, he's within the second, but he's missed out this lap.
Yeah, that's because the DRS detection zone is just before the chicane. And he was 1.3 behind at the chicane. And just got a better run through it than these 4. As Hound and Pint Size are still moving up through the field.
Yeah, Harvey's into the pits. 16 laps he's aiming for on the hard tyres.
Yeah. The thing is, it pains me to say it, to agree with Dan. But when you go for the alternate strat, you need the pace.
Yeah, absolutely.
To stay with the medium runners on the hards.
That's if you're starting on them. That's if you're starting on them.
Yeah, that's if you start. That's what I mean, if you're on the alternate strat. So if you're starting on them, you need to have the pace advantage on the hards.
And that's it. Venom, also Hound. I mean, Venom potentially could be close, but no disrespect to Osso and Hound, I don't think they have the pace.
No.
To start on the hards and challenge the medium runners.
Anderson out. Anderson's gone, so that's a full safety car.
It is a full safety car. And we've got a couple of drivers into the pits. Airways, Nerf, Chip, Ralphie. The front 3 missed it. The front 3 missed the pits.
Oh, that is fucked their race. Sorry.
That has benefited Airways. I think Airways now is net P1. I think Airways has got the jump on everyone there. That is...
Yeah,
wow. I think the front 3 basically just missed the pit entry. Airways dived straight in.
They were just passing it as it came out, and Airways was just that little touch off of them to be able to drop in.
Very clever from Airways.
15 laps on the mediums. It's far from ideal, but...
I say clever, I'd say lucky.
Yeah.
You know, there's as much luck in it as there is being clever.
Yeah. But saying that, it means that Lockman, Bobo and Marshall are all going to come out in their respective places.
They're not.
No, I mean, respective order. Unless they
They'll
get
come
caught
out in
up.
order, but if they pit now, they will come out way down the order. Because the field's closing up now under the safety car. So the only hope for them, I think, is to try and go longer, hope there's another safety car later on.
That's what I was going to say. A whole bunch of fresh tyres on, bunched up grid. Tier 3 normally sees a bunch of safety cars together because of that, don't they?
Yeah.
So,
But Airways was P4 on the mediums. He's now P4 on a fresh set of hards. So I've got to say Airways is in a very good position here.
And I'd say he's actually on the best tyre to go to the end of the race. The mediums, they will make it, but they won't be your best friend by the end of it. As Harry's in. Bobo stayed out.
Yeah, Lutman, Marshall in. You're going to drop a lot of positions. But it's one of them, it's just not worth being on that older tyre. You'll get swallowed up.
Harry has dropped all the way down to P15.
From P1 to P15. Wuban's put softs on. Marshall's P16. So you look at the difference there from Airways now to Lutman and Marshall. He was sat behind them, and now Airways is sat in P2 comfortable. Airways,
and the thing is, everybody is on relatively fresh hards or mediums.
Yeah, Airways has smashed that.
Bobo being on the oldest tyres of the lot, and then Full Send Dave's been on his for 5 laps on his hard, so he might have to pit again before the end of the race. But
Ross potentially as well. He's done 3 laps on his mediums.
Yeah. Definitely Rusty and Wuban. And we're gonna see where T-Bag. Where is T-Bag? T-Bag's not even through the S's yet, and they're all up at the hairpin.
Yeah, I feel like Airways got it. Look, he got lucky with where the message has come out. He's jumped straight into the pits.
Absolutely.
I say lucky. You know what I mean? He's made that decision to come in, so it's also tactical. But I've got to say that I think that's it done. I think that's it. I think that's the win.
That's the deciding factor. That could be the deciding factor in this race.
Absolutely.
Because now, Lockman, Marshall
are well out of the way. They're 14, 15 places behind him.
They've got to overtake everybody. Literally half the field. Well, 3/4 of the field to get back into their respective positions.
That's exactly it. And Airways was sat behind in P4 with 90% ERS. He was just comfortably sitting behind them and waiting. And now he's net P1. I think Bobo's made a mistake staying out, but I think he's made the right decision because he'd already missed the point of making positions. You have to stay out then and commit.
Yeah, if you've missed it, you've missed
it. I saw
a
tyre barrier going mad to the right of the screen then.
Yeah, Ross is in the pits again.
Yeah, he's popped on a fresh set of mediums.
That's Ross down in 19th. Go to the end. It's amazing that the fact that we've only lost one driver through to DNF so far.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a difficult track. We normally do see a lot of DNFs.
I'd only 1 track limit penalty so far.
And it had to be.
The man, the myth, the track limit merchant himself.
The man, the myth, the wanker, also.
So,
be interesting to see how Bobo plays this. Whether he just absolutely smashes it, you know, full deploy, try and gain as much of a lead as he can and hope for another safety car.
The thing is, the pit lane here is such a weird one because of how you drop into it. It's not the longest pit lane in the season. That goes to Silverstone, but you do regain about 30 to 45% ERS by boxing.
See safety car in this lap.
Yeah. So I'm gonna jump back on
that
board
message
with
came
Volvo.
out nice and early. That's how it should be.
Instead of coming out at the final corner.
Instead of coming out at the final chicane like I got caught out with Friday night, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, and then if all hell breaks loose behind you, everybody's like, "Oh, you're shit" and whatever. It's like,
Right, well, no, it was more in front of me. And seeing cars slam on when I'm not on the throttle, you know, and getting penalised for it.
Yeah.
But Bobo's gone, and Airways is not sleeping, mate. He's caught him. Airways is on top of that. You ain't see now. I'm going to stay on with Bobo because I want to see how he deploys, whether he absolutely throws everything at it to try and build a gap. But I've got a feeling them tyres are going to be struggling now.
I think it's something like a 23-second stop under full race conditions. So he'd from here, if he stopped now, he'd end up way back behind Ross.
Yeah. Airways is all over him.
Yeah. But it depends on how kind Volvo was to those mediums.
This is it. He's not deploying.
Oh.
I kind of expected to see him deploying every chance he had the opportunity.
Yeah,
like every chance he had. Push.
It seems like whenever he deploys, Volvo deploys, Airways deploys. Yep. They're at it together. 6% more, and that's because he's been sat in the slipstream. Here we go. This could be it. No. That's Volvo took the mechanical school of defending there.
Sit in the middle of the track.
Yeah.
Nerf look like you're having a look at Airways as well. He's thinking about it.
Does Wuban know that he doesn't get a point for fastest lap if he's outside the top 10?
Moritz is dropping down the order. P16 at the moment. P17. He lost it at turn 1, it looks like.
Yeah, but he's managed to.
Yeah, no safety car, no VSC, but Airways, my God, he's pushing Bobo around this track.
Oh, Ross. What are you... Yeah, Bobo's getting basically pushed around the track at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, Airways is all over the back of him, but Nerf, Ralphie, right here as well. We've got Chip, Harvey, Venom, Curly, Dave, Os. Everyone's within DRS of everyone.
I say that Curly's just got. You say that Curly's just gone round the outside of Venom at Spoon. It's not your usual overtaking place round the outside, but he's made it work.
Ralphie's going for it on Nerf, I think, here. Oh, he backed out before 130R, but...
That's smart.
Yeah, clever. He had the run on him, but he was sensible about it.
Don't want to be... Right, here we go. This is... Ralphie's also on the least amount of VRS. I don't know, Bobo's on 53.
Yeah, Airways 68, Nerf 73, Ralphie 57. It's going to be close, this. I think Bobo's... I understand why he's staying out. He's hoping for a safety car. That's literally his last thought now. But he's not pulling the gap he needs to for the safety car to work. Because even if a safety car comes out now, he's coming back out in last.
Yeah. Because Ross all the way. Oh, Ralphie just had a moment at the hairpin. Got on the curb.
Wuban got past Hound and then Hound lost another position to Rusty.
Yeah, it's because they're all bunched up. They're all bunched up.
Everyone's bunched up. We've got 1st to 7th bunched up. Chip, P5 just picking up a 3-second penalty.
But you know where that point is between Lockman and Marshall separates them?
Oh, Wuban dropping down the order.
Again. He's had an exit spoon. Marshall's only getting 2 points as it stands. And Lockman is up into P11. So, Chips picked up a track limit penalty.
Yeah, he picked that up last lap. Osso's just made it past full send Dave. I mean, we're almost 3 wide at the front end with Bobo, Airways and I'm Ralph. To be fair, Ralph's right in that battle.
Yeah. The thing is, Chip and Harvey. Oh, Harvey's on the back of it now too.
Yeah, I think Bobo's lost it. I think he's lost it. I think he's gone.
The pressure of leading the races.
I don't think it's that. I think it was just poor timing of the safety car. He's already gone past the pit entrance as the safety cars come out.
Do you know what this could be? Do you know, like you said to me when last season, as Ralphie's picked up 3 seconds.
Oh, Ralph, no.
When I was leading for the first time last season in Tier 2 for the first time in God knows how many races, it might just be a little bit of ring rust with it. The fact that he's not used to being in this position.
Who?
Bobo.
No, Bobo was here pretty much all last weekend. Bobo's got no issue. Curly's dropping.
Yeah, that's Airways gone. Bye.
Chip's gone. Chip's in pits. Curly's gone. Chip's in pits. Airways took the lead.
Yeah.
Lookman! 5 second. How did Lookman get up to 7th?
That could have been to do with the chip spin. Chip and Curly.
Chip went into the pits.
Yeah, but there's something that's caused the yellow flag. Also, keeping behind you. Full also defence. So, basically, he'll give the corner off at spoon.
Ralphie makes it past Nerf back. This side by side.
Oh, boys.
Oh,
no.
Nerf. They've made contact. Nerf's in the wall.
No, he's not. He's kept it out of it.
Did he keep it out? Did he keep that out of the wall?
Yeah.
He's a lucky man.
Yeah, he is.
He slid across that grass straight towards the wall.
Oh, and he just got a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits.
I've got to say, he must be able to appeal that. He stayed off the track. Yeah, he stayed off the track to allow everyone through, which is the right thing to do. I'm pretty sure that 10 seconds will come off.
That would be overtly
Bobo is into the pits.
How is also 4th?
For a set of softs.
As I say, that Lockman's now in 4th position. Somehow this is played back into Harry's hands.
Yeah, Lookman's had, I've got to say, he's had a very good run of it. Since that first pit stop, I thought that had cost him. I thought that had ruined him. But he's had a very good run of it. Back up to P4. The only issue is that 3-second penalty.
But Arso's also on one. So if Arso does Arso things...
Yeah, but full send Dave. Is he going to sit behind and just inherit a podium again? He's done it before.
Yeah. But Dave also has Venom. And Rusty. And Marshall.
Stingray asking if Osso's under fuel. Let's have a look. No fuel light. No fuel light. What is going on?
Also, might have actually learned a thing or two in 10
Sort of.
seasons.
Not having that.
He's running lower wings than Lockman though.
Marshall looking away, make his way back through as well.
Lockman's penalty is a 5 second, not a 3 second. It was for ignoring yellow flags.
Ignoring yellow flags, like
Yeah,
we have seen them removed.
yeah. It
might have been an illegal overtake type thing.
Yeah, might have committed to the move as the yellow flags came out, and backing out of it would have.
Where he's tried to give the position back. The other person's not took it because they didn't want an illegal overtake.
Yeah, it happens. It's Cody's and EA being Cody's and EA.
It's one for stewards to decide, but
yeah. Thank you, Rusty. Oh no, Rusty.
Oh, Rusty's gone.
I was saying thank you. I was saying thank you to him for not sticking his nose in it Degner 1. And as he's pulled out of Degner 1, he's kind of lost it on the exit curb.
I heard you say thank you, Rusty, and as I'm watching the screen, I'm on board with Marshall. As you said, thank you, Rusty. Rusty's sideways.
And that's why I clarified what I was saying.
I feel like you just cussed him.
I wasn't saying thank you for taking out an admin's championship rival. That's not who I am. Nerf has managed to pull it back to the top 10. But he's still got to be fuming underneath the Scouse helmet that he's got on. Teabag. How is he going to get on here against Marshall?
Barbecue sent us the clip. That's the incident where Nerf gets pushed off. That's one for the stewards, mate. I understand you clipping it and everything, sending it to me. Appreciate that, but I'm not commenting on incidents and shit. Will not be doing it.
I'll wait for it to be
reported. Oh, Ralphie's past Airways. Airways is dropping. Airways is spun. It's a safety car. It's a full safety car, and Airways has got no front wing. Harvey's going to win this race.
Would you, if you were Mr. Harry Lockman, drop into the pits and have that 5 seconds? Oh no, he can't. Oh, the rule.
I don't understand. I don't understand the new rules, so I'm not the person to ask about this.
I do know about it. I do understand it. My mind's just gone blank as to what it is at the moment.
Something about if it's served within the last 25% of the race, it won't be removed.
Yes, something along those lines.
So 27 laps, 25% is what? 7 laps. 7 laps to go. There's only 5 laps to go. So if he pits now, it will not be removed.
Yep.
And he's pitted.
Yep. But he will see this as everybody will pit for a set of softs.
He's not wrong, to be fair. He's not wrong. He's not in a bad position.
Nope. So he's actually only got to drop down a handful of places. But, he's got mediums.
Oh. How's Marshall ended up now in net P1? Marshall's come from nowhere there.
But he's also got to be hit. Oh, look, do you know where I said at the beginning of the race? Hound has got, if there's multiple safety cars, Hound's going to find himself in a position where all he's got to do is hold people up.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's done the alternate strap.
I don't get how Marshall's gone from being like, you know, P15 or P14, whatever it was, when Lutman was like 10th. Lutman works his way back up to third, fourth, and now it's completely swapped. Marshall's in second.
Swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
I've got to say,
literally.
Ralphie, Harvey on them fresh softs are going to be flying.
Bobo's only down in 7th now.
Yeah, 3 lap old softs though. It's just how long them softs last.
So the performance of those are gone, pretty much.
Pretty much, that's what I mean. The initial performance is gone. Full Send Dave's on a new set of mediums, Venom softs. It's going to be a difficult one. Airways is going to be quick on them fresh softs. And I'm not going to lie, now you're going to see everyone using ERS. They are going to be pushed.
More importantly, for Stingray and POMQ, also leads a race.
Yeah, my first thought then was, I just want to check the chat and see what they're saying. As Stingray's saying, stop the race, red flag, red flag. Fuck Osso. He won't keep it.
No,
He'll get another penalty. He'll probably get it under safety car. Shit bag.
Leave my teammate alone.
Yeah, shit bag.
We all love Osso.
Can you hear me, Nicky?
You know you're having a rough time of it when you're not even your partner's favourite driver in the league.
Alright, don't make me feel any worse than I do.
It's alright. Bridie's told me that her favourite driver is Luke because she likes how Colby is pronounced. Alright, cheers.
Yeah, for some weird reason, my wife likes Osso. No idea why.
I think it's just because she likes just going Osso Bosso.
I think it's because he's Dutch and she likes Amsterdam, but who knows?
POMQ saying he'll drop out the points. We can't have nice things. He won't drop down to 16th from where he is with a 3-second penalty.
I mean, he will because he'll spin out.
Shut up, Clayton.
I agree with what Stingray's just said, and also safety car restart. That's a scary thing.
Oh yeah,
that's a scary thing.
It's almost like putting a hound in charge of the safety car restart.
Look, Dan's made multiple comments, and I've seen multiple. Steve's safety car restart's spot on. Absolutely no issue.
I know, I'm just toying with him. The fact is, Steve could actually inherit a win if he could keep behind everybody.
See, someone... sorry, jump across you there, Kieran. I said something about a barrier spazzing out, just like all over the place. POMQ's just sent a clip in of how it looks on stream. That's what I can see every time they go round that sector 1. There's a barrier just all over the place. It looks like an Italian flag waving it there.
All right.
Every time they go through sector 1, I can see that just wiggling away. And we are going again. Osso's got us going. He's got a good start, to be honest. He's caught him.
Second clear.
Caught him napping there. Great job. Great job.
Normally, the only person caught napping is Osso.
Yeah, great job, to be honest, on them tyres. I'm interested to see how Ralphie, Harvey, Bobo do on them softs. Ralphie's all over the back of Hound. Sounds like you're struggling with that right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got like 80% of the field now on soft tyres. 5 people on mediums, 2 on hards, that's it. Venom's dropping. Ralph is going round the outside of Hound at the hairpin, and he gets it done.
But Hound is now just going to be swamped.
Yeah,
this is
Bobo's now all over him.
We might still inherit a couple of positions due to time penalties ahead. but it won't be. In fairness, he's had a decent drive.
No, he
He's
has.
kept
He
it.
has.
He's kept it. His nose clean for the most part of the race. And I'm going to say this: I would hate for him to get caught up in some bullshit now.
It's
At the end of the race.
strategy that fucks him. When you see everyone pitting under that safety car, you need to pit. Teabag's out.
Teabag's pit and quit.
Oh.
5 seconds for speed in the pit lane and then retired immediately.
Bobo's in the pits. Ralphie's made it past Nerf. Has it? This side by side.
Full send, Lockman, Harvey, and Airways are all battling each other. They've all just basically let Steve drive off.
I wouldn't say drive off, mate. They're a third of a second behind him.
At the point of me making that comment, they'd let him drive off. They then caught him back up due to the superior tyre difference. Oh, that's end plates going. That looked like an Alpine end plate.
But
So
as it stands, it looks like Marshall's taking this win. It looks like Bobo might take P2 here. Bobo's
Please back in and try again, mate. I'm also here next week if Dan's also working. So it might be the second time in as many weeks that I'm back.
Oh, apologies, I had a coffee fit then.
A DRS on the penultimate lap, well, on the final lap. So as it stands,
Marshall's taking that win. Marshall's taking the race. I'm not gonna lie. Out of like when we're looking at it, you know, your championship challengers, Marshall was in the worst position possible.
Absolutely.
And then all of a sudden, the race has flipped upside down, and now Marshall's looking at taking the race win. Oh, I see yellow flags. Is that dropping? Pint sized?
No, not pint sized.
Oh, he's a Haas. Don't give a shit about Haas.
He's your back of tier 2 body, ain't he?
No, I like pint size to get on with him, but fuck him, he's a Haas driver. Dan drives in Haas, so fuck him as well.
The fact that Otto's only going to drop down to P6.
Oh, Ralphie is back past Bobo.
Yeah, but he's also got a penalty. So
yeah, but he's fighting it, he's pushing it, and that could slow these guys up now, and that could help Otto keep a position. Because Ralphie's now lost 1.2 seconds to the guy ahead.
Otto's going to finish 5th. Otto's 5th. I know, 4th.
3rd. Otto's took the podium.
Fucking yes, Otto.
Marshall takes P1 out of nowhere. Bobo fights back all the way through to take P2. Otto takes P3.
Lockman 4th.
I've got to set Airways, who was in prime position after that first safety car. Airways had won that race. It was done. He finished 7th.
Nerf dropped all the way down to P16, by the way. With his 3 seconds. Yeah, as Otto just said, as Stingray just said, what a race.
Marshall, Bobo, Otto is who I need to invite to the party to get the interview done.
Also getting McLaren their first podium of the season.
Fuck McLaren.
So,
Bobo.
Personal bias out of it. Fuck the rest of the field. McLaren on top.
Also, who was the other one? Marshall.
Yeah. Okay,
I've
so
got to say though, also P14 to P3, what a drive.
Steve P17 to
To
P6.
P6, yeah, great jobs, great
So
jobs. But you take that
uh,
3 second penalty off Otto, he won that race.
yeah,
That's insane. That's insane.
we're just waiting on Bobo. We've got the other two.
They're both here.
Airways also snatched the fastest lap. So that's a point taken away from Marshall.
Hey, oh, that one. That's okay. So you're talking about his fastest lap. Did I have it then? I would have
No,
been.
Airways took it.
That's fair enough. Did I have it at any time? I don't think I did.
No, that's what I mean. And it was a point taken away from you, so you didn't get the clean sweep of the full 26. But Bobo's just joined, so we've got a full podium.
Sorry.
It's alright, we've all got coughs at the moment, mate.
Apologies, lads. Are we all here now?
I believe so.
Bobo, Marshall, also all here. Right, we'll start P3. Also,
Yes.
how are you feeling about that? Yeah, that must have been unexpected.
Yeah, exactly. It was unexpected. Uh, yeah, I don't know what to say about it. I'm very happy, of course.
Oh,
In
come on,
Q1, I
give
had
me
some.
more than that. The fans want more.
Yeah.
They want to hear you.
We do have a question from Stingray. With it is sorry, Pumpkin. Please ask also what your thoughts to not underfuel the car this time.
I was at plus +03 when the first virtual safety car came. I was still at that point when it ended. So I actually underfueled, I guess, but luck was on my side today.
No, but like when that safety car came out the second time, you know the last safety car,
Yeah.
you must have felt you were in a good position. I know you had a 3 second penalty, but
Yeah, stupid
your
me.
pace hasn't been too bad.
No, exactly. I hadn't initially the pace for top three, but my pace was quite okay today, I think. When the second safety car came out, I knew I had to stay out and hope that the lads behind me would cover me a bit. Well, I think it all worked out for me today.
All we need to work on is you and your track limits. I think between me and Bark, we could give you a lesson or two on how to avoid those.
I'll tell you now. I will tell you now. Also on stream, I want this recorded for everyone. Do not take any tips off Kieran. Do not take tips off Kieran.
Well, Clayton, you don't might like this because I took his setup for today. So
Oh Christ!
Dickhead.
So that's why he got the track limit penalty because he's set up sliding all over the place.
No, it's actually the rear is planted on that setup.
Well, it wasn't
to
for
be
us
fair, it
though,
was
mate.
planted. It was planted very much, but yeah, it's me, you know.
Without that 3 second penalty, you'd have won. So if you'd have took my setup, mate, you'd have probably got the win there.
We never know. We never know.
But well done. But,
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
we needed that points all for McLaren.
Definitely.
Fuck McLaren.
Definitely needed this one.
Biggest points all of the season so far over the race weekend from all three tiers. So congratulations on the podium. Same again at Portimao.
Yeah, thank you. We'll be good there.
Apologies,
Lost his notepad.
I've completely lost my notepad. I've completely lost. Who was second?
It was,
It was me, man. It was me.
It's Bobo.
yeah.
I was looking at looking at my phone, and I'm just opening the chat to see who was in. Yeah, Bobo. I've got to say, you look comfortable at the start.
I did.
You look like the race was yours.
It was, man. It was. I don't know who it was. I think King Luckman. We just
Yeah.
switched some positions every time. Uh, I was like controlling, and I could like follow him if he was in front of me. So I had more straight space than him. He was better in the corners. I think setup wise. But first, I need to say I need to apologize to T-Bag, man. I destroyed his qualification, so I feel really bad for him. I think I didn't if I didn't, yeah, I didn't note it or something. I have no idea. Just made a big mistake, so I feel really bad for him. Apologize to him. I know he's now in emotions, maybe not anymore, but I can understand, man. But apologies to him.
Yeah, caught that on stream. Like I was on board with you as you finish your lap. Obviously, T-Bag
Yeah.
came out and he were going for a lap and hit the back of you, but
Didn't pay attention, I think, really bad.
but
Shouldn't happen. But
that's something for the stewards to deal with. We'll
yeah,
not get into that now,
no,
obviously.
I will.
But yeah, in terms of the race, you were right up there. You started right up there, and as you said, you and Lutman were swapping positions pretty much lap on lap. It
Yeah.
looked like it was a race between you two.
Mhm.
We had Airways behind, just a bit behind you, who were saving more ERS. I'd say he looked like he was going to challenge you, but then the safety car came out.
The safety car
Um,
was really bad for me.
the safety car came out, and the top three, yourself, Lutman,
Yeah.
and was it
One more.
Marshall, didn't pit?
I think it started
Yeah,
with
I
A.
was challenging. I was behind those guys, and Airways was fourth, and he managed to get in.
Yeah, Airways just managed to get in, and you the front three didn't. Did you feel that had cost you?
Yeah. I had a feeling like I saw like the positions on my screen like if I pitted I was like 18th or something. So I thought like I could do two things. Started at the back with the hearts, but taking like 10 positions or 17 positions to go for a win was pretty hard. So I
Yeah.
stayed out really long, and then I was really lucky after I pitted for soft that the new safety car was coming. I was hoping for that, but you never know, of course. But I didn't have like a chance to win otherwise, and now I still had a chance. I was like a seventh position. There was two guys in front of me. I think Ralph and one more. They had soft as well,
Yeah.
and other was like on hards, and one guy was on medium. I saw. So I knew I had a chance, but yeah, two guys had like penalties, and one guy was in front. He was yeah the better man at the end. So
No, but I've
congrats
got
to
to
him.
say, from what it was, you looked like you was going to win the race from the start, and
Yeah,
then to find yourself so far back, and
yeah,
then
it was pretty hard.
make your way back up to P2. I've got to say, it's an absolutely brilliant drive,
I,
mate. Brilliant
I
result.
know the strategies pulled by
Yeah,
the lead
indeed.
quartet and under the early safety cars. We kind of looked at it and were like, yeah, they're out the race, um, to put it politely. And
Yeah, exactly.
somehow you, like all four of you, by the end of the race, were back up within the top five or six positions.
That's it. I thought
And
you
we're
were
going,
done.
how have you managed to do this?
Yeah,
Like, where has this come from? Like, especially Marshall. He pulled something out of Gainful's playbook
I
to
I
get back
I
up into P2.
I've got to say, Marshall. Yeah, obviously we've not spoke yet, but how the hell did you manage to get back up there?
What a win.
It was tough.
You must be over the moon right now.
I'm ecstatic.
You must feel Billy Big Bollocks. That's the only way I can describe it.
It's one of those race wins where he's just gone and sat out on his hallway floor and just laid down and screamed at the ceiling.
I picture him going out onto his deck, lighting a cigar, sitting back, going, "Yeah, I knew I had it."
Oh God, I wish. You should see me on stream when that first safety car comes out and the airwave dives in, and it's the Bobo, Luckman, and myself. I could have dived in, but it would have been dodgy. So I was like, I stayed out, and I was like, I've lost this. I've lost this. And then me and Luckman come in, and it's like Bobo was out, and I was saying to my engineer at the time, I was like, do I stay out on mediums and hope that this safety car breeds another safety car so I can come back in? And he said, no, he's like, get in and change. So I did under the first one. I went into the hards with same as King.
Like,
But yeah, you managed to fight your way back, and I'm not gonna lie, mate. I thought you was out of it at that point. I thought you was out of it.
So did I. I was just trying to, well, off the safety car restart, a couple of laps in, I got caught by, I can't remember who it was, someone on softs behind me. I think it was Wu Ban on the chicane, which slowed me down massively. But I had to then catch, after he went out, I managed to catch everybody back up, stay in slipstream DRS as much as I possibly could, and just gain. And I think I got up to 9th when that final safety car came out, and Venom, my teammate, was in 8th, or it was 9th and 10th. And my engineer's like, do the opposite to Venom. Yeah, he said, do the opposite to Venom. So thankfully, Venom went in, because actually staying out was probably the right call.
Absolutely.
But it was, obviously.
Like if you'd asked me between lap 15 and 22, if we'd be speaking to any one of the three of you this evening, I would have said no.
That's fair enough.
Look,
I didn't think I would be here either.
I thought your chances were gone. I thought we were talking to Lutman also. There was
And
someone
maybe
else.
even Nerf.
Yeah, it might have been Nerf. And then you guys just, I thought you'd miss your pit window. I thought that safety car came out at the worst time possible for you, and I thought that was it. Your race were gone. It was a case of just hoping the guys ahead got penalties, but you absolutely fought back. You showed your pace, and it was fucking brilliant to watch.
Oh, that's good. But that's the main thing for everybody on the stream, is that actually they really enjoyed the race, whether I'm involved in that or not. That everyone had a really good time watching, and every driver on the track as well. Hopefully they had a good time too. That's the main thing. It's what we come on here for, a bit of competitive fun.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. I appreciate your positivity as well, to be honest.
That's what it's all about. I was positive coming in. My engineer said it's up into this race, it's 50% wins, 50% DNFs. So he's like, you're either going to win today or you're going to DNF today.
So basically at Portimao, you got a DNF.
Yes, exactly that.
But enjoy Tier 2 next season. Also, you can laugh.
Luckman's got some pace, Airways got some pace. I think it's just not fallen very well for Airways so far this season.
Today showed. I apologise to jump in over you there, but today showed there's a number of drivers that have the pace, and they all have different driving styles. Like you could see that from the comms box. You could see everyone has different ways of driving, and it's going to be unbelievably close this season.
And sorry to cut across again, it just goes back to what Dan has been saying for the last 9 and a bit seasons, that outright pace does not win titles.
Consistency.
Because consistency does. Like, Bark won Tier 3 just by being consistent. He won
Carl,
in his jump. Carl won it.
Carl's the main one for me. I think he won 3 out of the first 5 races.
And then didn't finish outside the top 4 for the rest of the season.
Did not win a race after that, but he finished consistently and won the title.
Kane Lowry, Tier 2 last season, average finishing position of 4th. Like, he didn't win too many races, but average finishing position of 4th across 14 rounds was enough for him to win the title.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Consistent.
This tier is going to be so close. I'm telling you. Look, we've always had. I've done comms on Tier 3 since what, season 2? Season 2, season 3-ish.
Something like that, yeah.
I've done comms for a long time on Tier 3. And I have been here where there's been 5-way battles into the last race of the season. That has happened 4 times.
And even when it hasn't, it's been down to 2 drivers.
And I'm saying it now, I think this is going to be the closest season we've seen.
Absolutely. I think you're spot on. Like, there's a handful of us in this tier which could potentially step up to Tier 2, but that's the thing with every tier, because I'm sure those 5 that drop down will be in our position if they come down to Tier 3. It's just how it works, isn't it? Yeah. I've got it in the other leagues as well, where the top of one tier can mix it with the mid of the next tier.
I'll be honest with you. I think the top of this tier can battle in Tier 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Our 3 tiers, mate, are that close.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. The top of this tier can battle in Tier 1 as well.
Well, it got shown. Marshall, Spa last season in Tier 2. The only reason I beat you to second was because you picked up a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, I did have a good race that one. There's tracks I like, and that's one of them.
And I'm now in Tier 1. So it just goes to show on your day that
everyone has their own tracks. Everyone has their own tracks.
When he's found a bit of form from like the dirt track outside or something, he'll be able to pick his way through the back of Tier 1 and into the back end of top 10.
Right. I'll just call this now. Cheers, everyone. Thanks, everyone who's tuned in. Thanks, everyone who's commented. Appreciate everything. Cheers to the drivers tonight. Congratulations on your podiums. And obviously you, Marshall, for your race win. We'll see you next week. Same time, Sunday, 8 o'clock. Tier 1 and 2 will be Friday at 8:30. See you then.
Yes, much